McCormick for the Giants and Steve Carlton for the Redbirds. And in just a few minutes, I will be back with our starting lineups and the first pitch of this ball game. We thank you for joining us. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, oh, Lord.
Well, that is wild. That is really wild.
Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network with our 1969 replay. Coming right at you. For this game, I'll be having some Blueberry Headband, which is a hybrid. It's got 19.937% THC, and Kathy Harden has arrived for our night game. It's a fantasy replay, and therefore I can call this a night game if I want. I got to tell you all something. I was morbidly depressed and worried today, and then I took some actions. Oh, boy, does that smell good. Look at that. I want to have you just take a look at some of these. Look how nice those are. Isn't that pretty? This is good shit. And please save the stigma. This is medical cannabis. I don't need anybody giving me any shit. Okay. I really don't. I got a little in here too. It's ready for my first hit. We'll wait till 5. Let's do our starting lineups for the San Francisco Giants. Leading off, it does look good, Kathy. Absolutely. For the San Francisco Giants, leading off and playing right field is Bobby Bonds. Batting second at second base, Ron Hunt. Batting third and center, Willie Mays. Batting fourth at first, Willie McCovey. Batting fifth and catching is Dick Dietz. The usual catchers are not available, Jack Hyatt and Bob Barton. So they have a third catcher, Dick Dietz, and I'm going by the exact lineups using Baseball Reference. Batting sixth in left field, Ken Henderson. Batting seventh at third, Tito Fuentes. Batting eighth at short, Hal Lanier, and the pitcher, a left-hander, Mike McCormick. For the St. Louis Cardinals, Lou Brock is out with a groin injury. So they have someone who's getting their first start today to play left, and that will be Byron Brown, and he bats sixth. Batting first at second will be Julian Javier. Batting second in center, this is the exact lineup, Kurt Flood. Batting third in right field, Veda Pinson. Cleanup hitter, Joe Torre. Batting fifth at third, Mike Shannon. Batting sixth, Byron Brown in left. Tim McCarver batting 7th and catching Dow Maxville batting 8th at short. And the pitcher, Steve Carlton, a left-hander. The Giants won the first of this 4-game series 4-1. Then the Cardinals won the second game, and some of you may remember it. I can remember it without looking. They won 2, which is rare for me. They won it 2-0. It was scoreless going into I think it was the bottom of the 9th. And Mike Shannon hit a walk-off 2-run home run to win it for Gibson. And the loser, I believe, was Gaylord Perry. We are about a minute away from the first pitch. Steve Carlton has taken the mound. Waiting for the link, the tweet. I was morbidly depressed and worried today, and I took actions. And I also took a Klonopin, and I'm feeling a little better. It's not easy being emotionally disturbed. That was a great game, Kathy, wasn't it? Oh, Lord. Okay, the tweet should be up. Let's go check that out. There it is. And it's a beauty, too. Yeah, that's a beauty. That's a freaking beauty. A freaking beauty indeed. And the St. Louis Cardinals take the field. Setting up the Cardinals defensively, Joe Torre at first, Julian Javier at second. Mike Shannon at third. Maxwell at short in the outfield, left to right. Byron Brown, Kurt Flood, and Veda Pinson. Carlton on the mound. McCarver catching. And here comes Bobby Bonds to lead it off. Beautiful evening here at Busch Stadium. Carlton gets the sign from McCarver. He's ready now. And here's the pitch to Bobby Bonds. 4-5. And it's hit deep. Oh my, Bonds, that's out of here. Right off of Carlton. Bobby Bonds with a leadoff home run. What a way to start here in St. Louis. Bobby Bonds hits it out. Let's not forget Bonds. A 30-30 man. 32 home runs, 45 stolen bases. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So Bonds, on the first pitch from Carlton, sends it to Palookaville, and it's 1-0 Giants. And here comes Ron Hunt. Carlton is ready. Here's the windup, the pitch to Hunt. 112, struck him out. That's one down. And now Willie Mays. It's always unsettling. Throw your first pitch and have it sent into the rafters. But Carlton trying to settle down now. Two Hall of Famers, Carlton and Mays. Carlton's ready now. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Mays. 2-7. He grounds it to second, and that's 2 away. And now Willie McCovey. Carlton gets the sign from McCarver, and that's fouled down the third base line. Okay, Steve is ready. Here's the windup. The pitch to McCovey. 6-6.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is Jeffrey Gudem, but this is a different persona that I have, and I wanted to talk to you about something that I found very, very, very strange, is the taken for granted assumptions about just about everything. And I can explain. There are assumptions that, for example, that life is the way it is here on this planet. The assumption of the ecosystem as being a self-containing, maintaining pattern of violence in this world. You eat or you be eaten. And you'd be surprised how that applies to so many, many levels of abstraction. In particular, the notion of humans often being quite enmeshed in that, the cycle of violence. You know, there are some very, very strange things in the entire world. It's the only one we know of. But if you think that this God is good, you should check out some of the others in the other galaxies. Whoa. I think I've lost my mind. Really. Come around the year 2001, I should say actually around 1998, I got on an antidepressant, realizing that I was really depressed my whole life. And in 2001, I had a major depressive disorder and was so bad. And then I've had recurrent episodes, and I got to the point where I completely broke down and couldn't work anymore. And oh, Lord. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was scary. Oh, that was scary as shit. Oh, shit. Like I was saying, I feel like I've kind of lost my mind. My judgment is intact. My reality testing is intact. But some of my behavior is, well, I play a lot of Strat-O-Matic. That's one thing I do. And I smoke an awful, I wouldn't say a lot, but I smoke weed. And I like weed. I've always liked weed. Weed is a perfect drug for me. But, something really, really, really makes me wonder. And that's the following. And try to stay with me for a moment, okay? in the United States, we have an FCC, a Federal Communications. You know, they deal with all sorts of communications that are allowed. Some words are not allowed still on broadcast TV. You're allowed to say ass, you're allowed to say bitch. If you're cable, you can say all that. But some opt not to. Well, on broadcast television, I'm talking about the networks, the local stations, not cable, not privates. Well, they're still private, but not broadcast. And I wouldn't even say through the air. Now you need an adapter if you don't have cable. In the United States, at least I would say that there's a convention. And that convention is as follows. Violence is an acceptable form of entertainment, if you will, in dramatic shows and even in comedy. And of course, you have the news, but that's a whole nother thing. That violence is allowed. However, if you notice on broadcast television, female nipples and areolas, female are not shown. You have men walking around in movies and all sorts of things, topless, say, working out at a, and their nipples and areolas, they're visible, but not women's. And there is a hashtag and a organization called Free the Nipple. You want to see my nipples? There, okay. These are my nipples right there. Okay, but I'm a guy. I mean, that shit's allowed. Okay, now I don't know if on TikTok you are allowed, I don't think you're allowed to show nipples. Okay, now you may say, why is that? Why in God's hell does a society permit or accept, condone, allow violence, but at the same time not female nipples and areolas? And this is the same message being sent out to the world. So I say, allow female nipples and areolas, or get rid of the violence. And I understand this freedom of expression. I say free the nipples. Did you know that in a galaxy far, far away, there are people who have nipples all over their faces? All over. All over their faces. This is the 21st century. change filter. Brightness change filter. This is Jeffrey Kudrum. But this is a different persona that I have. This is Jeffrey Kudrum, but this is a different persona that I have. And I wanted to talk to you about something that I found very, very, very strange. Is the taken for granted assumptions about just about everything. And I can explain. There are assumptions that, for example, that life is the way it is here on this planet. The assumption of the ecosystem as being a self-contained, maintaining pattern of violence. In this world, you eat or you be eaten. And you'd be surprised how that applies to so many, many levels of abstraction. In particular, the notion of humans feel like I've kind of lost my mind. My judgment is intact. My reality testing is intact. But some of my behavior is, well, I play a lot of Strat-O-Matic. That's one thing I do. And I smoke awful. Not, I wouldn't say a lot, but I smoke weed. And I like weed. I've always liked weed. Weed is what's going on? I'm doing a bunny rabbit thing right now. I'm not sure if that's okay with you. Hey. Hey, what's doing? Hey. Hey, what's doing? What's doing? Hey, this is Jeffrey Guterman, and I am doing some very, very bizarre shit right now. I'm about to go over and take some medicine. Hey, this is Jeffrey Hey, what's up? Hey, what's doing? You know, I was wondering what it might be like to be a black dude. And, you know, I'm something that went very, very wrong. I was just sitting here and my entire face just got all messed up. Oh, whoa. Hey, this is the first thing I'm going to tell you. You know what? One of the cool things about life and the technologies that are available today is that I can be anyone or anything. One of the coolest things. There it is. One of the most interesting things about living in, at least in the dawn of the super technological era, is that for a time I can be anyone I want to be or anything I want to be. And right now, I've chosen to be the devil incarnate. This is the real me. Okay, now those of you who were observing this on YouTube, go check out my TikTok, and I'll either pin this or it'll be right up there. You can't miss it. It's the guy, the old looking guy with a black hat. This is how I envision the devil. Okay, now I don't believe in devils or gods or kings or heaven, hell, a spirit that survives the death of the body, as in a soul. I don't believe in any crap like that, and I don't believe in a devil. But I find it to be much more plausible than a god that's good. I really do. Hmm. And I find it to be much more entertaining. Like, if you remember in the, I didn't read the book, but I heard it was great. I guess it was a book, yeah. But I love the series, I guess the mini series they made out of it, the Stephen King story, Storm of the Century, and how at the end you saw what this guy really looked like, at least one level. I mean, I guess he could transform himself into anything, but he was an old man, a very old man, and I'm going to be an old man. I am an old man. I've always been old at heart. I've always been a little strange. For those of you listening on YouTube, this is a reflexive thing because I'm actually recording a TikTok right now. It's a long one. It's 10 minutes. It's a long one. It's 10 minutes. Better. That's much better. There are many devils, and the kind of devil that I am being tonight is one who is just plain mischievous, wanting to go places that you may not want to go to. You know, I'm going to take one more hit before I say goodnight to you. I really think I will. Oh, shit. go. There. Now it's like, Senorita. Come click with me, Senorita. Buy this goddamn thing. This goddamn fucking thing. Oh, Senorita. Oh, Christ. Hold on, will ya? I gotta clean my chillums. I don't have many good ones left, and I need the good stuff. I need the 92% alcohol and the coarse kosher salt. But I think what I'll do is I'll boil them first. I'll boil the crap out of them. I'll take a hit out of a fairly usable chillum, and I'm going to wish sweet dreams for you. Now, will you wish sweet dreams for me? Sweet dreams for you. Will you wish sweet dreams for me? There's been an incremental progression in the rate of technology. We are just in the crawling stages, and nobody knows what will happen, because it's very hard to make predictions, especially about the future. Especially about the future.
You get into different, and before you know it, the left hand is doing, and that's the way it goes. Good night.